Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news Cartridge for Monday, July 17th, 2017. Welcome back from the weekend. I had a ton of fun playing lots of Minecraft and a few other games. Just to give everyone a heads up, today's episode is once again about the Alex Maurer situation, so if you're just here for that, there's timestamps in the description down below. If you're sick of me covering it, well, the dislike button is right over there. But enough of that, let's get on to today's news with Windjammers coming to PS4 and Vita on August 29th. The first phase of the Starcraft 2 War Chest goes on sale on July 19th for $10, starring the Terrans. Phase 2 begins on August 16th for Zerg, and Phase 3 for Protoss goes on sale on September 13th. All three will be available for a limited time as a collection for $25 between October 4th and November 4th. Here's a rumor that a second chapter to Telltale's Batman game may be coming because of a leak on a New Zealand ratings board. Moving on to Atari, who's taking a stab at making their own mini console looking like the Atari 2600, full of classic games, and they're calling it the Ataribox. There's no pricing, release information, or even knowledge about exactly what games are going to be on it. But let me know if you're interested in a mini Atari in the comment section down below. In update news, Yooka-Laylee has gotten an update, which I personally have been waiting for, which gives the option to make chat bubbles go faster, skip cutscenes, and my favorite, a camera with minimal assist. If you want to see the full patch notes, they can be found through a link in the description down below. Here's a fun update. Runescape is going to get cross-platform play between the PC version and mobile. Let me know if you're still playing Runescape down below. Sometimes news comes in pairs, and today is one of those days. Tekken 7 is adding to its roster Geese Howard from Fatal Fury, a series that originally released in 1991. And then Street Fighter 5 will be adding Abigail as their next DLC character, who appeared in Final Fight, a series that started in 1989. If you still have any money left over from the Steam sale, then head on over to Green Man Gaming because their summer sale just began, and you can pick up some of my favorites like Rainbow Six Siege for $34 US, Conan Exiles for $20, or Rocket League for $12. Moving on to some deeper topics, the director behind Kingdom Hearts 3 has given some insight as to why the game has taken so long to complete. Things are not easy when the publisher forces you to change game engines midway through development, as the game was moved over to Unreal Engine 4. Coupled with not having enough staff completely explains what is taking so long. Nintendo is not going to treat rage quitters very nicely, other than the message that it's pretty suspicious if you've been caught leaving a Splatoon 2 match early. They say to check your internet and try again, but if it happens too much, then you will be banned. In other Splatoon news, the series is getting its own anime coming sometime next month, and it currently looks like it will only have a Japanese release. Not really sure how good it'll be, it just seemed like it would be a good tie-in to the last story. And that brings us to our final topic today, which is in two parts, beginning with the removal of River City Ransom from Steam due to a DMCA claim by Alex Maurer. As you may recall, Maurer did the exact same thing with Star Mazer DSP, which is back on sale. I have a sneaking suspicion the exact same thing is going to happen, but let's address why. Maurer did not make all of the music for this game by herself. It was a collaboration of many different artists. Conatus Creative, as far as I can tell, has absolutely nothing to do with Imago Softworks, Star Mazer, Don Thacker, or anything involving Maurer's previous DMCA claims or allegations. To my knowledge, they don't owe her money or anything, so to me it's even less clear why she's doing this. Which brings us to the Destructoid article that was published on Friday and since has been retracted, though it has been updated twice since its release. Written by Johnathan Holmes, he wishes Maurer well in her pursuit of her legal DMCA rights, and it contains this interesting quote: "Opportunistic video game pundits demonizing her in long-winded, fruitless YouTube rants." Sounds like me. And to that I have to say, who you calling fruitless? These last 2 weeks have nearly doubled my channel. The first update apologizes to YouTubers like Said Alpha and Musical Antihero for unnecessary name calling, as well as explains that there was some confusion in relation to Maurer issuing threats against both Said Alpha and Leonard French. We'll get back to this in a second. The second update indicates that Conatus Creative has contacted Valve and are working with Steam's copyright department in order to get River City Ransom Underground back for sale. I take no issues with this last part, and I wish Conatus well. Back to that part about confusion of Maurer issuing threats of her own, French claims on Twitter that he, quote, was straight up told they would not report the threats Alex Maurer was sending to us. You have got to be kidding me, Destructoid. Do you not fact check? Based on some of the things I've read about Holmes, I wonder why you have him writing articles for you in the first place. It's really suspicious that you would leave that overwhelming fact out of this article, and in fact, there was nothing in this article other than Maurer's own words that could prove her right. In my opinion, this seems like a smear mere piece out of jealousy because other outlets like Sid Alpha and Musical Antihero were able to cover this story first. Regardless though, for him to not include that very important fact that Mauer had threatened people is irresponsible and shows that very little, if any, research was done. Adding to the weirdness of this situation, Mauer said via Twitter that she told Holmes to take the article down, cursed at him a bunch, and then blocked him. Typical behavior from a typical child. I'm going to ask if someone out there could provide me a list of all of the games that Mauer has worked on, because it will give us the potential targets for where she's going to go next. Apparently this is only going to stop when Mauer is out of games or videos of games to try to claim ownership of. Or, more than likely what's going to happen is all of these companies legally enforcing that she does not own the copyright to anything. If you have anything you want to add, then please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you. And once again, we arrive at tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Aftergrinder, Flicks and Chill 2, Millennials, Children of Zodiarcs, Kingdoms and Castles, Stop Time Drive, Project Mallow, Aeternum, Parkbound, Quest Hunter, Ragnarok Restart, Super Flipside, Lunaform, Firefighter, Arafia, Hand Simulator, and Mad Muzzles. For PlayStation 4, Orcs Must Die Unchained, Fallen Legion, Sins of an Empire, and Yonder, The Cloudcatcher Chronicles. For Nintendo Switch, Minecraft Story Mode, a Telltale series, The Complete Adventure. That's Season 1, not Season 2. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And there's no joke today. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you, and I miss you very much. The comment section has been very interesting for the last 2 weeks, wouldn't you say? I have noticed that there are some people in the comment section who are genuinely curious about my show and about things that are going on here. I've had people asking, why do you have 2 World of Warcraft Cataclysms? Why do you have 2? I see you have 2. There should be 2 DDR... there should be 2 DDR games here, too, the same kind. DDR Max might be behind me. I don't know. We've got 2 of the same DDR Max 2s. I know we've got 2 of the same one of those because my wife and I were gamers. My wife was a gamer before I met her, and that's one of the things I love about her, and we are still gamers. These are our game collection, okay? This is mostly mine. Most of them are mine, but some of them are hers. Like, that's hers, that's hers, that's hers, that's hers. I think that one's hers. This is hers, this is hers. Like, you know, legitimate questions. There are other people who are very supportive, but then there's some other people, you know who you are. Oh, you guys are fun. You guys are lots of fun. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's somebody who's a familiar subject in the comment section lately, because they like to make fun of me for certain things. And I don't know what I can say. I don't know what I can say other than quality work takes time to produce, and you should know that. So, in regards to this whole thing, I don't know. I'm just gonna talk about the facts. I'm gonna talk about what I think is going on. It's really crazy because, I mean, while we're talking about the Mauer situation, Mauer is complaining that her lawyer isn't returning her phone calls after she fired him, after he requested paperwork to not be her lawyer anymore, and it was approved. She's bitching that he's not returning her phone calls. Are you for real? Are you for real? I mean, this is the same person who threatened Sid Alpha and Leonard French's life and then asked them for help? Are you for serious? Are you for real? I don't think Alex Mauer understands that her actions have consequences. I think that's what we're dealing with, is somebody who has a disconnect going on between them and their actions having consequence. I don't know how else to describe it. She isn't able to see that the things she has done have caused things, and the things that she will do will cause things. She just thinks that this is the way it is in her own head, and that's the way it's got to be for everybody else. And that's not the way the world works. Sorry, dearie, that's not the way the world works. I mean, that's laughable. That'd be great if you could mind control everybody and everybody just bend to your will. But the people have their own will. Last time I checked, anyway. That's why she couldn't get me to just do whatever, to break the story quicker. That's one thing she wanted me to do, was churn out my episode faster than I wanted it to get out, because I was doing lots of research that day, and I had other shit I wanted to cover. Because the show's not always that. Regardless, the show's never always about her. Okay, the show's not always about. I do other stuff. If you guys didn't notice, I have a whole beginning of a show before we get into the main topic today. I don't know. This stuff. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this as much as possible. I want to talk about this as little as possible. I don't want to talk about it as much as possible on on screen. But thankfully, one of the trolls in the comment section, how would people like some t-shirts? Huh? How about some t-shirts? Oh, speaking of that, what I would throw in a t-shirt is I'm going to be having a icon done soon, or not an icon, an emote done for Twitch soon. That should be ready in hopefully in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to get on my artist to get me that thing in the next 2 weeks so that way I can get it finished. Because I have 3 subs on Twitch now, and I got to go do that. So yeah, by the way, I streamed over the weekend for the first time in a month. It was great. Come on over and join me at twitch.tv. It's one of these links here. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one, because I think that's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Or Facebook, I mean YouTube. You're out of YouTube. Speaking of which, social media links are over here, everybody. Don't forget to go follow me over on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook. I don't really use Facebook. I'm not on there very much. But don't forget to follow my. Don't forget to join my Discord too if you want to come join me. Talk to me during the day. Talk to me during the weekend for sure. That'd be wonderful to come hang out. Send me a direct message if you really feel as though you need to talk to me. However, don't send me messages telling me that Civ 5 is better than Civ 6, because so what? So what if you think it is? I wanted to play Civ 6. This happened over the weekend. Oh, one more thing. One more conversation that happened over the weekend. I was playing Civ 6. Somebody asked me, are you playing Civ 6? I said yes. They said okay. End of conversation. My life is weird now. Social media links are over here, everybody. Click over here to subscribe to my weird life channel, and click over here to watch Friday's episode where we talked about, what's the name of that game? CSR Racing 2 using a random price for their DLC, and it's just, that's bullshittery fuckery right there. That's totally not okay. They shouldn't do that. That might be illegal in some places, I found out. So yeah, bye!